Wrestling with siblings, what's up? Yeah. Right. Interstate. Yeah.
Life is a fight, so I gotta get right. Can't have my back on the ropes.
Never.
This for my sister and bro. I swear that we'll make it, that's all that we hope. Life is stone cold. Get hit with a sinner, that's all that she wrote. The world that we live in has made me cutthroat. I started rapping about life just to cope. Now I spit fire like Ricky Steamboat. Straight from the bottom, got so much to gain. I had to grind just to build on my name. People call me champ, I'm feeling like Dwayne. I laid it smack down, here comes the pain.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Wrestling with Siblings. I'm your host, Araceli, and this is my co-host, Armando.
Hi guys, I'm Armando, and welcome to Wrestling with Siblings.
Alright, let's welcome you guys to our Elimination Chamber predictions. We will be breaking down each and every single one of these matches. Let us know in the comments below who you guys think is going to be victorious, and let us know if you guys agree with our choices, or if you disagree, because that's fine too.
Yeah, and definitely this is probably the last stop for all of these superstars to gain their opportunity to go into WrestleMania for a title opportunity. So we'll see what the Chamber has in store for these superstars.
Obviously, we don't have a specific match order as of yet, so we will be doing this in no specific order whatsoever. Let's get started with the Women's Elimination Chamber match. It is 6 women, and they will be competing for an opportunity to challenge Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania.
Pretty even playing field. I mean, I guess you can say all these women have been pretty much participants in the Elimination Chamber. Who's your favorite for you?
Well, I haven't even said who's competing in the Chamber match, but let me get into that before I answer your question. It'll be Asuka versus Carmella versus Liv Morgan versus Natalya versus Nikki Cross versus Raquel Rodriguez. And my favorite in this case would be Asuka. I think she's prepared. I think she's there. I would really like to see that match against Bianca Belair. But again, you can't underestimate Liv Morgan.
I have to go with Liv Morgan. I think from what I saw at the Rumble, her being entry number 2 and going pretty much all the way and being the last one with Rhea Ripley, I think she's motivated. I think she's hungry. I think she wants success again. I think it's going to be a tough one for Liv, especially if she's one of the first ones. But I think Liv is going to be my pick for this one.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we get the same thing that happened at the Rumble happen here, where she's number 1 or number 2 and makes it to the final 2. I would not be surprised to that, but you also have to keep in mind, Bianca Belair has to be ringside for this match. She has to know what each and every single one of these competitors are going to bring into the Elimination Chamber. She cannot be prepared for any of these women because you don't know, 1, which one of these is going to come out victorious, and 2, you don't know what any of these women have in store going forward.
I think the one that everybody needs to look forward to or keep an eye out in this match is going to be Raquel Rodriguez. I think she is the powerhouse, and I think she is the game changer. If she's the last competitor to go in, I think she could make a difference, and I think she has a really high possibility. So I think all the superstars need to keep an eye out for her because she would definitely be the game changer. And if I were them, why not gain up on her? She's got raw power. She's pretty much going to go in there and try to dominate and destroy. This match is made for her.
We saw Asuka take down all 6 of these competitors, or all 5 of these competitors on Raw, so I would not be surprised if that is their fate. Personally, I do agree. I think Raquel is a big threat, but I think Asuka is an even bigger threat than Raquel. Why? She's experienced. She's done this before. She can outlast all 5 women single-handedly. So if I were the rest of these competitors, I would focus on eliminating Asuka and Raquel Rodriguez as fast as you possibly can to even out the playing field.
Definitely agree with you on that. Asuka has a really high probability of winning, like you said, going back on that experience that she has been in there and she has won. And this is a new Asuka as well too. I think she's also hungry for victory as well. You know, let's see what this new Asuka has to bring to the table, and definitely another threat. So I mean, those 3 competitors are really good options for winning, and I think they all should just keep an eye on them.
Let's move on to Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. I think this is one of the most anticipated matches of the entire night. You cannot underestimate a Hall of Famer like Beth Phoenix. But at the same time, I feel like her experience is not going to help her. You can never be prepared for somebody like Rhea Ripley.
I agree with you on that, but I also think that emotions are going to get the best of Edge and Beth Phoenix. I think they're too focused on getting their hands on the Judgment Day. And they're not going to think of the consequences. I think they're not going into this match to win the match. I think they're going in just to seek revenge because of what Judgment Day has put them through. So on this, I got to lean more towards Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor. Because
do we possibly see Rey Mysterio getting involved in this match and potentially helping his longtime friend Edge?
I do see him getting involved just because of everything that's going on with Dominic and Rhea. So I do see him coming out and getting involved, maybe get a little seek of revenge on Judgment Day, and why not Dominic as well too.
I gotta disagree with you on this one. I gotta go Edge and Beth, only because of where they're at, and I think they're hungry. They want that revenge, and I think they're gonna find some way to get it, and I think they're going to outsmart Balor and Rhea. Yes, the odds will be against them, but you gotta keep in mind who Finn Balor is going up against, the Rated R superstar. He's going up against somebody that's experienced in always getting the upper hand. So I'm going to go Edge Beth on this one.
Yeah, and for me, it has to be the numbers game as well. I mean, Judgment Day has done so well in implementing that throughout the entire time since they pretty much began, and I don't see them stopping. So I think that's a huge, huge advantage for the Judgment Day as well. But I also see your point as well too. He's in Canada. He is going to do whatever it takes to win as well too.
100% agree with you on that one. All right, let's move on to the United States Championship Elimination Chamber match. We have Austin Theory defending against Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Damian Priest, Montez Ford, and Branson Reed.
Pretty even playing field as well too. This is a hard one. I think I'm gonna go with Austin Theory. I think he's gonna retain. I think he's grown so much as a superstar, and he's smart enough now that he's gonna pick and choose his opportunities to get the win for sure.
I agree. I think Theory retains the United States Championship. This is a new Theory. This is somebody we haven't seen before. He's motivated, he's hungry, he is prepared, and he's done this before. He knows he has to outlast 5 other men, and I can pretty much guarantee it's going to go one or two ways. He's either number 1 because he's defending, or he's going to be the last competitor to enter that chamber. And no matter what it is, the rest of these competitors have got to be ready. If I were Theory, though, I would focus on Gargano and Rollins. I think those are the 2 most dangerous men in this match, but you cannot underestimate somebody like Montez Ford.
That's where I was gonna go. I was gonna mention that he definitely is gonna be the game changer. I think he's gonna do very well, and as a singles competitor, I don't think they're underestimating him, but I think he is one to keep an eye out, and I think he might go far. I think he's probably gonna be with one of the last 2 in the match, if not 3, because I mean what I've seen him do as a tag team is just incredible. The way he moves in the ring and his athletic ability. And I can't wait to see him in singles competition, and I think this match is gonna bring him to the next level.
Also, keep in mind, these type of matches fit a competitor like Montez Ford to the T. This is the type of match where he excels. This is the type of match you want to put somebody like Montez Ford in. So that automatically makes him a very, very dangerous competitor. But keep in mind, the biggest powerhouse going into this match is Branson Reed. And if they want even a small, tiny chance at either retaining or getting the opportunity to beat Theory for the championship, they have to make sure they take down Branson Reed, because he's definitely one of the biggest threats going into this match.
I mean, look at the way he manhandled Ali. I mean, just pure strength. He threw him into the timekeeper area, and he did it with no challenge whatsoever. So he made him look like a ragdoll. So is he a danger in the Elimination Chamber? You bet he is. And I think he's going to be one of the toughest ones to eliminate. But again, I think if they all come together and they improvise a plan, I think they're going to be able to eliminate him. Again, we think we're going to go for Theory.
Austin Theory to retain the United States Championship. Let's move on to Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. This is in itself a marquee main event match just by the 2 competitors that are going to be a part of this match.
This could potentially be a match at like WrestleMania, possibly even the main event. So I'm juiced for this match. I've already told you, a long time ago that I would have loved to see this match at WrestleMania going for the championship. It's one of my dream matches because you have two of the best in their eras. You have Bobby Lashley, who came in right when Brock Lesnar left, and he was supposed to be the next Brock Lesnar. So you have two beasts, two behemoths, two powerhouses, two trains, whatever you want to call them, going at it at full speed, full steam. And I mean, these guys are just going to tear each other apart. Brock Lesnar cannot wait to get his hands on Bobby Lashley.
I believe we've seen this. This will be the third time we see this match. And we know how the story has ended before. Brock Lesnar is hungry. He wants Bobby Lashley. He wants to prove that he can take down Bobby Lashley. There is very, very small situations, and there are not very many men that can manhandle Brock Lesnar the way that Bobby Lashley manhandles Brock Lesnar. And I think Brock Lesnar knows that. I feel like he's going to go way more prepared into this match than Bobby Lashley is. Both mentally and physically, I think we're going to see a different side of Brock Lesnar.
And not only that, he's juiced because he has finally met his match. I think out of all the superstars that he has faced, all the athletes, I think he has finally met his match and he's juiced. He's juiced, and not only that, it proves to see who is the more dominant in the WWE as far as Bobby Lashley or Brock Lesnar. Ooh, this is a hard one for me. I'm going to go with the experience, and I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar. I think Brock Lesnar is going to pull a fast one on Bobby Lashley, and he's going to get the victory.
I agree. I think Brock Lesnar is finally going to get that big victory that he's always wanted over Bobby Lashley. But if Brock Lesnar does get the win, I can guarantee you this isn't the end of the story. We might even possibly see this for the final time at WrestleMania. I got to go with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think this is not going to be the end of these guys. I think they're going to go at it possibly one more time. And why not at WrestleMania? Again, this has all the criteria to be a main event match at WrestleMania. So why not do it there as well, too?
Let's move on to the most talked about, the most anticipated, and I think the match that everybody is most excited about. And I think it's going to cause a lot of issues between hosts and co-hosts. And I think it's going to cause a lot of problems between best friends, because you have Roman Reigns, 900 plus days as undisputed Universal Champion, and you have Sami Zayn, the most over superstar, I think, in the last decade. I think the last time we saw somebody be as over as him was Daniel Bryan, and maybe even Kofi matched that level where you had to change your WrestleMania main event because they were so over. This is how crucial this match is going into not only the Chamber, but into WrestleMania.
This is probably one of the hardest matches we've predicted since we've been podcasting. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Sami Zayn because of all the he's gonna be in his hometown, Canada, and just the fact of the popularity that he is so over. And if anybody could dethrone Roman Reigns right now, it is this guy. He already cracked the bloodline. So can he do it? Yes. But here's the thing: do you bet against Roman Reigns?
There is one thing I have learned, and I will tell you this right now. Never bet against the bloodline. I'm going to go with Roman Reigns. As much as I love Sami Zayn and as much as I think the guy deserves it, I don't think he's going to do it. I think we get it's going to go one or two ways. It's either a triple threat at Mania, and he gets the big massive moment at WrestleMania, or it's going to be him and Kevin Owens that defeat the Usos for the tag team titles. Personally, I don't see them pulling the trigger on Sami Zayn. I think they're thinking about it, and I think they're this close. Would I be surprised if they do it? Absolutely not. But I think if Roman loses a title, it's at a big stage. It has to be at a big stage, and it has to be the right moment. Will this be the right moment? Yes. Is it the right stage? Absolutely not. I think Roman loses at a big one like WrestleMania, so I have to go with Roman Reigns on this one. Now, also keep in mind, the numbers are against Sami Zayn. He has everything to lose. If anything, he has Jey Uso by his side and Kevin Owens. Is that enough? I think that's more than enough. However, we know how the bloodline operates. We know how it works. Sami Zayn has the biggest advantage of every single opponent that has ever faced Roman. He was in the bloodline and he knows exactly how the bloodline operates, and that's his biggest advantage going into this match.
I pretty much agree with everything you said. If anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be Sami Zayn. The numbers game, I don't see it a problem, because now you don't know where Jay stands. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna side with Sami Zayn, or is he gonna go with the bloodline? Technically, he's supposed to go with the bloodline because his brother's there and they're all family. It's a hard one. I'm leaning more towards Roman, but I believe in my boy Sami. I think he's gonna do it, and if they're gonna do it, I think it's time to do it. So you know what? Just to make this interesting and level the playing field, I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn. Even though these past 2 years I've learned not to bet against Roman Reigns, but you know what? High risk, high reward. I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn. So come on, Sami Zayn, you can do it.
I agree, and it's not that I don't want Sami to win it. I think this is the perfect moment. I think if you don't do it now, there will be major repercussions for you not putting that title on Sami Zayn. However, it is the bloodline and it is Roman Reigns, so I have to disagree. Usually we're pretty good about agreeing on matches. I have to go with the bloodline on this one. It's just there is something inside me that just tells me, you know what, Roman is going to retain. As much as I want Sami to win it, I am Team Sami all the way. If he wins it, fantastic. But I can't bet against Roman Reigns.
Sami, do what Cody tells you, man. Finish your own story and make it a good one. I mean, don't let it get to your head. I know emotions are going to get to you. I know you're going to be like, oh, you know what, this is the biggest opportunity I've ever had in my entire life. You know, it might get to you, but don't let emotions get to you. And if you are able to control your emotions in the ring and outside of the ring, I think you got a really, really high possibility of defeating Roman Reigns. Plus, not only that, Kevin Owens could give you some pointers, man, because he was this close at the very beginning of Roman Reigns' title reign. So, I mean, the odds are against Sami, but again, at the same time, he's got everything to win.
I will tell you why I believe it'll be a triple threat. Because if Sami somehow is able to pull a miracle and he beats Roman Reigns for the WWE Undisputed Championship, he goes on to face Cody Rhodes guaranteed. However, I can guarantee you Roman Reigns will want that rematch, and that'll happen anyway. If he doesn't win, I already told you, he could either go for the tag titles or he wants to challenge again. So there is a very, very high possibility that we do get a triple threat going into WrestleMania. And that's also where WWE is going to have to decide. You have the two hottest baby faces in your business right now. Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn are the most over superstars that you have right now in that company. One of those two will have to come out victorious, and I think Sami Zayn would do it at WrestleMania if that is the direction that they go in. Again, I don't know. I don't write the show. I'm not in the business. I have no idea. This is just me predicting what I think will be happening. I gotta go with Roman Reigns. Let us know in the comments below. Who do you have? Especially during this match. I think this is a very, very crucial match, and it's gonna change the game going into WrestleMania.
You can see the landscape. You know, it's a big match, whether you want it or not. Any way you see it, it's a great match. You know, and I think you guys are probably on the same page we are. You don't know if to go with Sami or with Roman. It's a tough situation for us. I could imagine for everybody else too. So let us know what you guys think in the comments. We're interested to see what everybody has to say about this particular match. But not only this match, but also the Chamber. Let us know what you guys think.
Let us know. We'll try to get back to you guys, to as many of you guys as we possibly can. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Become a part of the siblings today. And for those of you that do not know what WWS stands for, Armando, what does WWS stand for?
Wrestling with Siblings. Thank you guys so much, and see you guys next time.